All right, Super Scholars, we're going to be looking at how to classify triangles today. So, if you will turn to page 37, write your date in the corner. Today is the 4th. Okay, and your title is How Can You Classify Triangles? Okay, classify means to put them together into a group. Okay, so we're going to look at how we're going to put these triangles together into different groups. Okay, first off, you can classify triangles by the lengths of their sides. Okay. If all the sides are equal lengths, you're going to have an equilateral triangle. Notice that beginning prefix there, equa and equal. So if you have an equilateral triangle, you're going to have a triangle that all three sides are equal length. So draw a triangle as best you can and make sure all the sides look about the same. And I went ahead and I labeled all of my sides 3 centimeters. That way, even if your picture isn't quite perfect, you'll know that every side is supposed to be the same length. The next one is an isosceles triangle. Now, this is a really weird looking word here, and it always throws me off on trying to spell it. Okay? So you'll have to practice on this just like I have to too. An isosceles triangle has 2 sides that are the same length. So you're going to draw another triangle. 2 of the sides are going to be the same length. The third one is a different length. One of the ways that I always try to remember isosceles being 2 is because it has 2 S's and 2 E's, okay, that are separated right there together by one letter. So that's one of the things I use to help remember that isosceles means 2 sides. And then the last one that we're going to have, the last one is a scalene triangle. Okay? It has no equal sides. So you're going to draw a triangle. All the sides need to look different, and you're going to label all of them a different measurement. One of the things that helps me remember on scalene is they usually, most of them, once you draw it where all the sides are different length, it looks like it's leaning more than the other triangles are. Okay? So that leaning part tells me it's a scalene with no equal sides. Okay? So that's one way we classify them, by the lengths of their sides. The next way we can do it is that they can be classified by the measure of their angles. How big or how small the angles, the little corners, not the vertices, but the inside measurement between 2 areas. 2 lines, not areas, excuse me. Okay? The measure of their angles is another way to classify them. Okay? One of these can be called a right triangle. Okay? It has one angle that is a right angle. It is exactly 90 degrees. And you can make this little square in the corner. That's a right angle. So this is a right triangle if it has one of those. The next one is an acute triangle. All 3 angles are acute, and an acute angle means that it is less than 90 degrees. It is smaller than a square corner. So in this one right here, I have all of them labeled 60, which is less than 90, so all of these are acute angles. And the way I remember that is I always say, oh, it's a cute little angle. So it's going to be a little small and cute and tiny. It's going to be smaller than 90 degrees. And our last one is an obtuse angle. Okay? And it has one angle is obtuse. That means it is more than 90 degrees. It is bigger than a square corner. And it makes me think of just a deep voice when you say obtuse. It is an obtuse triangle, and that makes me think of it being bigger than 90 degrees. Okay? So you're going to record all these notes into your journal. These are the 2 ways we can classify our triangles, by the length of their sides and by the measure of their angles. Okay, so we're going to finish copying those notes into your book here. You're going to do page 635, numbers 1 through 10. And that's it for classifying triangles. Have a good night, scholars.